Are you more happy that the Clippers miraculously won, or are you more pissed about how the Sixers blew it?
Yeah. These are things that happen when you are a fan of two teams.
I can't stand you.
You don't like my air quotes when I say
what is
fan.
greater, your pissed offness at the Sixers or your elation for...
Yes. That is very interesting because, I'm sitting there watching, and I had the Mets game on, I had the Sixers game on, so I'm feeling great, and I'm feeling great, and then DeGrom goes out, and I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't so good. But then the Mets ended up winning, and you're watching the Sixer game, and it is just like, what is happening? So it's like...
He's avoiding the question,
He's
Counselor.
really avoiding the like, just give me an answer.
I don't really have an answer.
You can't handle the truth.
It was anger, and then it was like, but like I told you yesterday, I believed, and I told you after the show, I said to you, watch, this is a game that the Clippers are going to end up winning. And they ended up winning. So
let me just, can I
Rich,
answer the question,
please,
Chris?
Rich,
can I tell you my observation? As you know, I observe for a living.
Yes.
I observe. Sometimes I opine. I place things in perspective. That's what I do professionally.
Gravitas,
I'm a
nuance.
professional. I'm a professional perspective placer.
okay.
That's what I do professionally.
Yes.
And many things. I do a lot of things professionally. He's going to be so upset with my take on this. He's going to be so upset. I'm giving you the front. I can't even look at him. So do me a favor. You tell me how he's handling. TJ is handling what I'm about to say.
I'm gonna go
Well, you've been coming at me all day today. So
what do you mean, dude? This is me taking the middle key.
Oh, see.
Okay. Him not being able to answer if he's more pissed off about his favorite team from Philadelphia and the Sixers,
yes,
or more elated about his other favorite NBA team in Los Angeles is not just the latest indication of just how ridiculous having two favorite NBA teams is.
Okay.
Let's place that aside.
Stupid.
The ultimate thing that makes him more upset than anything else is what I'm about to touch on. The fact that he doesn't sit here and say, I am so incredibly pissed off about the Philadelphia 76ers. The Clippers thing is great. We still got to finish that thing, but that was great. That was pleasant surprise, whatever. Fact that he's not sitting here and answering, spitting fire about the Philadelphia 76ers is further proof that where he's from is not East Coast.
That was a long setup there.
Yes, but
if he was
he's not wrong.
If he was a true bona fide East
you would
Coaster,
have came in so hot and so mad,
like
right
beyond,
from the
can't even
get-go,
see, can't even see
the good that happened last night to one of your favorite teams.
Because the Sixers went on an absolutely unprecedented collapse. Oh, look at that up there on the screen right there. The SportsCenter tweet about the Sixers had a 99.7% chance to win with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. This should make you so red hot.
You didn't see me yesterday. I was heated.
Well, see, now that... you know what I'm saying?
But here's the deal,
You've been
guys.
around East Coasters. I've been around East Coasters.
First of all, that's the most...
Altona's not the East Coast.
First of all, that's
a
the
nice
most...
hamlet in central Pennsylvania.
That's the most ridiculous thing in the world to say because I don't come in here flailing around that I'm not an East Coaster. Two, maybe 10 years ago when I was younger, as I've told you many times, I would get so engaged in these games. If the Cowboys lost on Sunday, I'd be mad till Wednesday. I'd be pissed. But you know what?
You're a better human.
There's nothing I can do, right? I'm not out there shooting jumpers or grabbing rebounds. So I just sit there and watch. Was I mad when that's... Yeah, I sat and stewed for 20 minutes while that Clipper game was on. I had to pause the game and I just sat there.
20 whole minutes.
Yeah, because I let it go. Because what can I do about it? I'm not going to, plus I'm not a hot take. I'm not going to come out here and start screaming. I don't think that's what these people want from me.
Can you put that shot up one more time of the parabola, or I guess the
you're
the
using
curve?
Big words, Rich. I don't
put
understand.
That curve up. You know what that
so I'm going
looks
to take
like?
them as a sign of disrespect.
You know what that looks like? That looks a little like Cliffhanger from The Price is Right. Like they're yodeling and then all of a sudden going straight up.
Well, if you wanted a hot take, I gave Chris one this morning.
This guy's got an amazing hot take. Why haven't you said that on the air yet?
I'll say it right now.
Here we go. What do you got?
All right, as much as I hate to say this, because I'm a fan of the guy and I've defended him on social media and Twitter especially.
Okay.
Ben Simmons, man, it's like you can't be that much of an offensive liability. I understand if you're not confident in your jumper. fine. But when you miss that many foul shots and guys are fouling you, doing a hack-a-shack on you with 3 minutes left, and we essentially have to take you out for a minute and a half just so they won't foul you, and we end up losing by 3 points, it's like, I don't know what you do with that.
Well, at least he's got a head coach.
It might be time for him to go, and it might be time to get a package going with Portland, and let's see if we could get Dame to hook up with Embiid.
Guess who you could have had? Could have had James Harden.
Yeah, but guess what? James Harden's hurt right now, too. So he'd be out regardless.
Wow, butterfly effect.
By the way, with all due respect, why the hell would the Blazers do anything like that? Because Lillard's demanding his way out. Weren't you two saying
the other day that he's got to go? I was pretty sure I heard that.
Not me. I haven't said that. I have not said that.
Wait, Dame or Ben Simmons? Yeah, I think Dame's got to go somewhere else. He's never going to win in Portland. But
I am never a they'll never win there type guy. Look at the Warriors. Honestly, who would have thought the Warriors would be a gold standard organization? Come on. Don't forget who the Warriors used to be. Also, hold on a second. How are they going to ever win football games in New England? How will that ever happen? Don't forget what they were.
Also fair.
Okay? I mean, honestly, I will never buy into they'll never win a championship there because you never know who's around the corner, who's going to get drafted and become that next Curry.
But in the NBA, you can see who's in front of you.
I know you can say that, and you can't sit here and say Damian Lillard will never win a championship in Portland. You just cannot say that. If he doesn't want to be there because he doesn't like management or he wants to pull like an Aaron Rodgers or something, or he doesn't like the area anymore, or he feels he's not welcome in the town, that's a different story. But you can't just sit there and go, I will never win a championship here. You can't say that. Why in the world, if Lillard isn't putting pressure on management saying, get me the hell out of here, why in the world would they ever say, okay, yeah, you know what, it's not working here. Let's start from scratch and take a guy who won't take a shot in the playoffs and trade away the greatest shot maker maybe the playoffs has seen this century. A guy who is just, I'm so fearless, I'll come across the timeline and hoist it and then wave bye-bye and point to my wrist and then walk it.
Well, again, that was the conversations between Chris and I because Chris said that it's time for Dame to go. I don't believe that personally, but I do believe that it might be time for the Sixers to start exploring some options because you can't be that much of a liability on the foul line. You can't. 3 points was it.
So I know their coaches think I can fix this guy. I mean, who would take Ben Simmons right now off this performance? At least you do have a head coach who's used to having somebody hacked all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
He probably knows how to handle that situation best he can. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.